Well, people, I'm up late. I had the live video, then I did another video, and then I went for a drive to clear my mind. And as I was chilling out, thinking about the riots that are taking place in different parts of the United States, I decided to turn on Mark 88. And when I turned on Mark 88's video, I connected with something that I had just did. And I was blown away by it. So I want to share that with you. About time you wake up in the morning, we could very well be, Israel could very well be in a skirmish with Iran. And I will show you how that all connects in relation to the video that I did already tonight. People, what a world. Continue to pray. Continue to be optimistic. Continue to live your life. And praise God and ask Him for protection. The Bible talks about wars and rumors of wars in the last day. The Middle East has always been a hotbed of violence, unfortunately, in our lifetime. And it will be that way, it appears, until Jesus comes. So my prayer has been since last year, if you long for thy kingdom will come. If you long for thy kingdom, thy will shall be done. You're going to hear from President Trump in a variety of ways. And I will get to my central point shortly. Right now, let me ask a fundamental question, because right now it is 12:56 in the a.m. Wednesday. 12:56 in the a.m. Wednesday as I'm doing this video. But let me ask this question right quick. What time is it in Israel? What time is it in Israel?
In Jerusalem, Israel, it's 8:57 a.m.
So it's almost 9 a.m. It's almost 9 a.m. there. So after I attempt to get a good night's sleep, we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. And you will understand why I felt the urgency to do the video tonight. I'm gonna say it again. You'll understand why I felt the urgency to do the video tonight. Check this out.
Prime Minister Netanyahu, and just mentioned Iran. Did you discuss Iran? Did you discuss the Gaza war?
Yeah, we discussed a lot of things, and it went very well, very smooth. We'll see what happens. You know, we're trying to do something with a country we just spoke about, Iran. I think you should negotiate this. You might be better. I think I'm going to send you today. What a good idea. This could have been the idea of the day. We'll have Derek get up and negotiate. They are good negotiators, but they're tough. Sometimes they can be too tough. That's the problem. So we're trying to make a deal so that there's no destruction and death. And we've told them that, and I've told them that, and I hope that's the way it works out. But it might not work out that way.
But it might not work out that way. Listen.
Make a deal so that there's no destruction and death. And we've told them that, and I've told them that, and I hope that's the way it works out. But it might not work out that way.
Then we go here. Netanyahu. It was revealed that Iran secret atomic warehouse over 20 years ago. Well, people, it blew my mind when I did this research. It's been said that over 20 years ago, they've already are in a position to have a nuclear bomb. And the test happened over 20 years ago. Check it out.
It's another innocent-looking compound. No longer secret. Atomic warehouse.
Atomic warehouse. Israel ready to strike Iran's nuclear sites. Monitors moved Air Force on alert. This just came out 12 hours ago.
No longer secret. Atomic warehouse.
Iran to present nuclear proposals. Israel waits for the talks to collapse. Trump Netanyahu called trigger meeting. Israel holds emergency security briefing. As Iran prepares to present its nuclear proposals to the U.S., Israel is eagerly waiting for the talks to fail. Israel media reports say military preparations to strike Iran's nuclear sites are nearly complete. Channel 12 says Israel is moving munitions and finalizing plans for possible unilateral strike. The move comes amid stalled U.S.-Iran talks and growing fears over Tehran's nuclear ambitions. Now, I want to find this one report for you right quick, because it startled me. Let me see if I can find it right quick.
President Trump's deadline for a deal with Iran.
As someone with hearing loss, I know what a confusing and frustrating.
Okay, let me find the history, see if I can find that. They already have what they need, and it's crazy. I'll go into the Google. Reports that Iran already had nuclear 20 years ago. Here's the finding, people. Reports indicate that Iran had an undeclared nuclear program, including secret activities with undeclared nuclear material, until the early 2000s, specifically the International Atomic Energy Agency. These are the people who reported it, concluded that Iran had a structured nuclear program at these locations. Excuse me. These activities were part of a coordinated nuclear weapons related program which ended in 2003. That's why they sent it over 20 years ago. Through some weapon related activities concluded in 2009, according to the IAEA and U.S. intelligence assessment. Let me see if I can get some more specific. Damning IAEA report spells out Iran's past secret nuclear. I'll show it to you. Activities. So they had nuclear activities all the way from 2003, people. This is not good because Trump doesn't want them to have nuclear of any kind, it appears. Now let's get back to what I was looking at earlier. This is what made me go down the rabbit hole today. Mark Allison, 88. This is what he said in his show today. Check it out.
It is. It says right here, Trump just hung, and I'll go over everything.
All right, let's go back.
I did post it on my community page. Good seeing you, Robin. People got stuff going on in their lives, and
I gotta find the exact spot. I think it's the 3 o'clock mark. Let me see.
let's get to the point. Let's get to the point. This is from, and I'm going to go over everything. Good seeing you, Ed. Good seeing you, Ed. Yes. Prayer warriors. Prayer warriors, Ed. Greatly appreciated. I'm not going to say who this is from, but as you know, we have contacts in the Middle East. I've said that before. This certain individual, what I did is I copied and pasted her message right now. I copied her message right now. And she didn't want to say what military she was with, what military they were in, but they're overseas. I've said this before. They're in the Middle East. And what they were told, the news, not ours, this was in the Middle East, this news, it says Trump just hung up the phone with Netanyahu and they are going to attack Iran. So, is this plausible? Yes, it is. It says right.
So he has intel from Army personnel saying that they're going to attack Iran.
Here, Trump just hung, and I'll go over everything. I'll go over everything. I'm expecting it will be tomorrow.
Which would be today. And that's why I'm doing the video right now. Wednesday night, well, Wednesday morning, I'm doing it right now, Wednesday morning. He's saying possibly it could happen today. So by the time you guys wake up, you'll see the video. I'm gonna post this video probably 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll go from there. Who knows? Unless the Spirit of God directs me earlier, I'll do it. But probably 8 a.m. I'll post it. Now, call it bizarre, call it coincidence, call it God. I don't know at this time what to call it because nothing's happened yet. But as I've already shown you some history, it don't look good. It doesn't look good. This is the video I did earlier. Chicago is officially a part of the protest. Don't yield your will. In here, I realized as I was doing a news feed, I believe they were talking in code. Watch what I came up with and how I believe it relates to Israel. Watch this.
This picture online showing troops resting on the floor, suggesting the Trump administration sent those men and women without first securing a place for them to sleep or arranging supplies like food and water, calling it a haphazard stunt. The military disagreeing, responding, the soldiers have ready access to food and water as needed. There are now more U.S. troops deployed to Los Angeles than Iraq and Syria. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth on Capitol Hill with DOD leaders saying the mission will go on for the next 60 days, costing $134 million. We have deployed now.
You hear that? 60 more days at $134 million. Listen, I'm gonna show you what I connected. Watch.
Like food and water, calling it a haphazard stunt. The military disagreeing, responding, the soldiers have ready access to food and water as needed. There are now more U.S. troops deployed to Los Angeles than Iraq and Syria. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth on Capitol Hill with DOD leaders saying the mission will go on for the next 60 days, costing $134 million. We have deployed National Guard and the Marines to protect them in the execution of their duties, because we ought to be able to enforce immigration law in this country. Why are you sending war fighters to cities to interact with civilians? Every American citizen deserves to live in a community that's safe, and ICE agents need to be able to do their job. They're being attacked for doing their job, which is deporting.
$134 million, and how much for Trump's shindig? How much is Trump's birthday party this weekend? $134 million just so far with these protests that we spent on military, whatever, and police. And then Trump's, they said 45 million. I wonder why they chose 45. Maybe because he was the 45th president. You see how they speak? You see how they speak? Not 40, not 49, not 30, 31, 45. They're speaking. That's a dictator, 45. He's got to praise himself. Now let's look at something. What's the 134th day of the year Gregorian calendar?
According to Wikipedia, May 14th is the 134th
There you go.
day in the Gregorian calendar. 231 days remain until the end of the year.
Now why did I do that? Because they mentioned in this video $134 million, $134,000 it's going to take. Let's see if I can find it.
Calling it a haphazard stunt. The military agreeing, responding, the soldiers have ready access to food and water as needed. There are now more U.S. troops in Los Angeles than in Iraq and Syria. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth on Capitol Hill with DOD leaders say it will go on for the next 60 days, costing $34 million. We have deployed
$134 million. That's cold. That's cold. The 134th day of the year is May 14th. What is May 14th? Watch this. When did Israel become a nation?
May 14th,
Boom.
1948. According to National Archives, at midnight on...
You see how I connected it? I was doing research in relation to Chicago and LA and the protests. And the last video I ran was about the expenditures. And the expenditures said from Pete Hegseth, $134 million. I took it as something else because they speak without speaking. I believe he was giving us a clue, possibly for tomorrow, because the 134th day of the year is Israel's anniversary, May 14th, when they became a nation. You see how I put it together? It's deep. It's deep. It's deep, y'all. This could very well be, something can very well go down tomorrow. Something can very well go off tomorrow. And I found this by sheer accident. Sheer accident. I was gonna share something else. Yeah, I'll share it. Let me show you guys something else. Watch this here. As it relates to Trump and the Middle East. Check it out. 56, I don't see anything here, but let's go to 6. Oh, it's there. It's there. It's Trump. If you take today's date, 6/10/2025, when they just announced it's going to cost $134 million so far to take care of these protests. When you consider that 134 means May 14th, which is Israel. When you take May 14th, subtracted from today, you get 1105. What is 1105? That's November 5th. What happened on November 5th? That's when Trump got elected. So I have shown you in relation to Israel and the $134 million, not only is it Israel's anniversary, becoming a nation, it's also the date that Trump became elected. And I just showed you videos of Netanyahu, Israel, and Trump. Are these coincidences? Does this mirror what Mark 88 received? We're going to see. Now, let me go a little bit further. Yes, so here it is here. Yeah, everything's right there. I had it already saved. Look at that, people. The 134th day of the year is May 14th. Isn't that something? Now, check this out. Trump was in North Carolina, okay? And he spoke, let's see here. He spoke at Fort Bragg. Did you guys know that? He was at Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg was founded November 21st, 1789. Watch this. November 21st, 2025 anniversary. From that date, yesterday, 6/10/2025, the difference is 165 days. The 165th day of the year is June 14th. That's Trump's birthday. So what I'm saying is that Trump was at North Carolina yesterday, and the founding date is November 21st. November 21st, 2025, subtracted from yesterday's date when Trump was at North Carolina at Fort Bragg, the difference is Trump's birthday, the 165th day of the year, June 14th. What a coincidence. Now listen to Trump speak, because I believe there's a military, how would you say, let's just say there's a tone, okay? And you'll see in his wording.
4 years, it was crazy, and we just approved our largest budget for military operations, over $1 trillion. We've never even come close. But our army has smashed foreign empires, humbled kings, toppled tyrants, and hunted terrorist savages through the very gates of hell. Our soldiers do not rest until they win. You know that better than anybody. From June 1775 to June 2025, those foolish enough to challenge America's army have been met with unyielding strength, unbreakable spirit, and unstoppable, overwhelming force. Time and again, our enemies have learned that if you dare to threaten the American people, American soldier will chase you down, crush you, and cast you into oblivion. That's what happened.
He's speaking of war, isn't he? Let's see what happens. Now check this out. He's at Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg was founded September 4th. Take September 4th, 2025 anniversary from Trump's birthday, 6/14/2025 celebration coming up. The difference is 11/5. Trump was elected on November 5th. Is that coincidence? Then look, Fort Bragg is a United States Army installation, specifically the largest by population, located in North Carolina. It was originally named Camp Bragg after Confederate General Braxton Braggs. Braxton Braggs, let's look him up. Here's Braxton Braggs. His birthday is 3/22, like Skull and Bones. His birthday is 3/22. And his death date is 9/27. So I took 9/27/2025 anniversary, subtracted from Trump's birthday, celebration coming up, 6/14/2025. You know what you get? You get 3/16, like John 3:16. You get sacrificed. I said you get sacrificed. The death of Mr. Braggs, who Fort Bragg is named after, subtracted from Trump's birthday, you get a sacrifice like John 3:16. I don't think it could be more plainer than that. Sacrifice. The question is, will somebody be sacrificed soon? I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. Now look, this is deep, so concentrate. On October 7th, 2023, this is when Israel got hit by who? Hamas. Remember that? October 7th, 2023. Well, guess what? The day I speak to you right now, early in the morning, in the wee hours of the night, 6/11/2025, the difference is 614 days ago, this is when Israel got hit by land, sea, and air. What a coincidence. Mark just might be right. Listen to me again. Israel got hit by air, land, and sea. This is what started all this stuff. October 7th, 2023. And today, right now, it's 6/11 of 2025, when they might go to war. If they do, it's exactly 614 days. Trump's birthday in between. What are the odds? You want receipts? I'll show you receipts. Donald Trump's birthday.
According to Wikipedia,
6/14. 6/14. It's deep, ain't it? Now let's go further. We're almost done. Take 6/11/2025, today's date, which I'm talking to you now, from 5/14/2024. I forgot what 5/14/2044. That must have been the Bragg's thing. Must have been the Bragg's thing. I forgot. I forgot what 5/14 was. Oh, 5/14. It must have been something else. Let's see what I have. 5/14, Pearson. I forgot what it was. I will put it in the chat. Late night videos, and my brain is out of gas. 5/14. I forgot what it is. Whatever the 5/14 was, I subtracted it from today's date. It gave me 129. On January 29th, this is when a Black Hawk helicopter hit an American Eagle in Washington, D.C. over the Potomac River. Now look at the symbolism. This is 129. It was a Black Hawk helicopter. Remember, that's when we first started having all the airplane crashes. The first airplane crash, and it was with a helicopter, was January 29th. Now watch this. I asked the question, does Israel have a Black Hawk helicopter? Yes. Well, if they use these tomorrow, you know that Mark is 100% spot on. Pray.